Yeah, we really believe in that our practices leading into games are where we really prepare ourselves and get the confidence in winning. And I feel like the 2 practices we had leading into this they were hard, efficient, and spirited, confident, and I feel like we got better in the last 2 practices, and we needed to. UNLV, first in the conference, they'd won 5 games in a row since we had beaten them the first time. So we feel very, very fortunate, but we also know that we worked really hard for this win.
How much? Oh, good.
Were you concerned at all about offensive production with missing Alex coming into the game?
Well, whenever you lose your leading scorer, there's a reason to be cautious. But what we talked about is it's not one person now going to replace those stat lines. It's not going to, Emily Volk's not going to come in and average now 16 points a game and 6 rebounds a game. But what we can do is everybody bring a little bit more. And that's how you recruit those stats. I feel fortunate in that how we've recruited, that 4 position that Sheedy has played for us. We don't look a whole lot different with our substitution patterns, so we don't have to change everything we do structurally. It's just everybody lifting up their play. And evidence of that today is that I think a lot of people scored, but more importantly, we have a lot of people that got rebounds. Everybody but 3 had 3 or more rebounds that played today. And rebounding is a collective effort, and I'm really proud of that.
You won with the 4 guard alignment to start the game, and it looked like you guys were kind of pushing tempo throughout. How much did that help you guys, break away from them pretty early?
Well, we were in a 4 guard alignment, yes. Bree's got a lot of experience at the 4 spot for us, at that stretch 4. But she can play the 3, and sometimes she's been at the 2 for us. And last year she played some even at the 5 for us. So last year we coined her more, and she still is the queen on the chessboard. You can move her in any direction. And so again, that allowed us to not change what we do. We pressed the same way we've pressed. We ran our half-court defense the same way we've run our half-court defense, and same offensively. Now, a team has to decide how they're going to play her at the 4 as opposed to the 3 with their defenders. And that's where I feel like that allows some of the other guards to be able to get open, and our centers inside.
And as far as pushing the tempo, did you feel like you guys were doing that a little bit more this game than others?
Well, our defense, we rebounded better,
okay.
So that allowed us to push tempo. And then, we had a strong effort to just create a really good spacing on the floor in our transition game, and that allowed us to be able to attack the paint more.
And then the ball movement seemed to really help your shooters get wide open for 3-pointers, huh?
Yeah, it always does. Whenever you can move the ball. I think ball movement can be as effective to get the 3 as screens, and we moved the ball well.
They were any of you all can answer this. They were first place, blow them out by 33. What is it that you're most proud about today's performance today?
I'll let them answer that first.
I think I'm just proud of how we played because, coming off of a pretty bad loss against Nevada, we definitely didn't play our best game. We didn't play the way that we were preparing to play. So I think just knowing that, if we play together, we have a really good game behind us, and now we can play against the best teams and win. So I think it brings us confidence to know that if we work hard and play to our game plan and then execute, then we can play against the best teams.
Cool. Robin, were you consciously looking for your shot, or did it just happen to be you were the one wide open for a lot of those?
I've been working to get more of an open shot more than contested, but the players on our team really worked to move the ball around and saw me wide open, and so it really helped.
You guys just match up, how would you describe, this is 2 times now that you guys have blown them out pretty much. Is this just a bad matchup for them? Do you know how to
I don't feel like when we
have their
played, I
number?
don't remember what the score was at their place, but it didn't feel like a blowout. And I don't, we know they're capable, they're very capable, so we're going to just be more focused on ourselves, and I'm not sure, I can't tell you right now what exactly their game plan was, but we knew what our game plan was, and so we're just going to be really grateful for this W. Definitely at home, especially before we got to go on the road and play at Wyoming, which it's really, really tough to go and get wins in Laramie.
Robin, you know, with Alex out for this game, kind of feel like, you know, someone needed to step up that scoring notch, and you provided that today?
I feel like with Alex gone, it has given people opportunities to be able to expand their scoring. But I don't feel like just one person, as Coach said, can fill that spot. But I'm thankful for the opportunity that I could provide those points.
And first half defense only held them to 28%, or held them to 28% shooting. You know, what was the key behind that, Coach?
Well, we didn't give them very many second chance opportunities. I believe that our first possession defense is really good, and where our Achilles heel is when we give up offensive rebounds. And then, you know, teams shoot 70% for us on their second chance opportunities, and we've really got to keep them off the boards. So I feel like that was good. We were able to, in the first half, just be disruptive. It wouldn't always turn into a steal, but just be disruptive to what their approach was. And, you know, I feel like there was good attention to detail by our players off the ball defensively.
Bree, the last couple days of practice, having lost 2 out of 3, did it feel like there was a sense of urgency or a different kind of mental approach coming in?
I think for sure. I think, you know, we kind of had to look at ourselves pretty hard after the Nevada loss, because that hurt us pretty bad. And knowing that we didn't play our best game, and knowing that we hadn't practiced to our best abilities before that game as well. So I think that we really did have a focus coming into practice, and our intensity was high. You know, it was just 2 of our better practices coming into a game. So I think having that, it brings confidence to the team, and it's easier to, you know, to move on from a hard loss. So I think that we worked really, really hard to play as good as we did tonight.
Any final questions?